Hey there, this is Lou, and 2025 will be my 6th year of journaling. From this platform, I got a lot of inspiration over the years, so with today's video, I hope to give some of this inspiration back. This is my first ever YouTube video, so please bear with me. And with this, let's jump right in. So for 2025, I chose the Stationery Allen notebook. I think it has a fair price. I usually don't do indexes anymore because the setup of my journals have been the same the past 2-3 years. On a side note, I don't use it as a calendar. Instead, I use the calendar function on my cell phone for this. Instead, I use it for yearly and monthly goals, habit tracker, and for actually journaling. So the yearly setup is fairly easy. So on the left, I have a cover page where I write out the year in numbers and in letters. Throughout my notebook, I use usually just a plain Fineliner. And for the highlights, I use the Jelly Roll, which I can highly recommend. So on the right side, I have like a page where I can write down mottos I want to live by the coming years. So one example would be good to as many people as possible. So I have a few more that I will glue in afterwards. Then we head over to my yearly goals. I have them divided up in 6 categories. And on the left side column, I'll use I write down the actual goals, and on the right side, I will write down the action items I want to do in order to achieve these goals. Then I like to write a letter to myself, so I will write it now at the end of 2024, and I will read it at the end of 2025. So yeah, I have some few pages left or reserved for this. Then we head over to the monthly setup. It's always the same, it's fairly easy. So the cover page always looks the same, and in order that it's always at the same spot, I did myself like a grid that I use every time I make this setup. Then you can see that I put down the months over here, and I use this as a guidance where to put this thingy so that I am fairly easily can flip to the respective month. Then on the right side, you can see there are the monthly goals. It's the same. I put them in 6 categories. Yeah, that's where I put this. Then over on the next side, here we have the habit tracker. I put down all the days of the month. Also did a bit of the grid. So if the month has 31 days, then I know, okay, I have to go here, 31 days. 28 and so on. So these on the left side, these are the habits that I'd love to accomplish every day, and as soon as I have done them on the day, I will pencil this out. I use FABER-CASTELL pencil for this, but any other pencil would work as well. And here on the right side, you see the page where I want to do so all the tasks I want to do in this month. You see why I wrote wanna do's, because I don't want to put too much pressure. So it would go like, you know, for every task I put up a square, then I write my task. If I've done it, I will pencil it in. If I don't need to do it for some reason, I cancel it out. And if I have to migrate it to the next month, I will use this sign. All right, so then we come over to the daily log. I have divided up the 2 pages into 7 columns. This I've actually never seen done anybody before. And for me, like a lot of times I see that Saturday and Sunday I switched together and it's 6 columns. But for me, usually Saturdays, like the weekends is more, is happening more. So I kind of did not like it. So I tried it out, and for me it works. So I don't have trouble to write over here, so I think it's fine. So for me, it's a perfect solution. I have one other thing here. I use a brush pen to write out the month because I'm not the biggest hand lettering girl, so I use usually this template, and I have a lightning board where I just use this to write down the months, and it looks fairly similar every week. So yeah, so I have this page or these 2 pages for every week in the month. And then at the end of the month, I have 2 pages to reflect, also in the 6 categories, so I can write down whether or not I reach my goals and what else was on my mind in these 6 sectors of my life. So as you can see, the monthly setup for the following month is always the same. So we have the cover page, we have the monthly goals, we have the habit tracker with the wanna-dos, and then the daily logs. At the half of the year, I have space for half-year reflection. So I have reserved a few pages for this. And the same thing at the end of the year, I will also reflect back. So I will read all the monthly reflection and the half-year reflection, and then make a big summary for the year. As you can see, I put some pages in here because unfortunately the pages are not enough to cover a full year, so I put some extra in there. At the very end, I have also some few pages in case the space in the column is not enough. So when I'm at the end of the column and I need some more space, I would just put error here, write down the date here, and then just continue writing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the setup of my bullet journal. I hope that was helpful for you, and yeah, have fun. Bye.